Acting Secretary McAleenan, you told MSNBC that families at the border are being separated in a humane and civilized way. Let me tell you, sir, that the people of Illinois' 14th District do not think that this policy is civilized. And as a nurse, I can tell you that it's definitely not humane. And we know that there are alternatives like family case management that keep our country safe and secure without traumatizing innocent kids. Yes or no, can you commit that DHS will not restart family separations under your leadership?
So the President of the United States has said that we're not looking at doing that again.
So
there's
under
an
your
executive
leadership,
order
sir?
in place that says we're not going to take zero tolerance prosecutions, not family separations, but prosecuting adults that are violating the law and resulted in separations. We're not going to restart that right now.
Okay, so you have made a commitment then that you will not restart family separations under your leadership.
So I think the President's statement suffices as a commitment for the administration.
Okay. Now, I want to know whether you're aware of what family separation does to children's mental and physical health. I only have 5 minutes, so for these questions, I'm looking for a yes or no answer, sir. Are you aware of research showing that family separation causes trauma that can do both immediate and long-term damage to children's health? Yes or no?
So you're asking questions about something that's not happening, Congresswoman. So the separations that are occurring now are only in result of the prosecution of the adult for a serious criminal offense.
I'm not asking about that,
welfare
sir.
of the
That
child,
is not,
communicable disease.
Reclaiming my time, that was not the line of questioning. My questioning was, are you aware of the impact of family separation and the trauma on children's long-term physical and mental health?
Okay, again, you're asking about something that we're not doing. So I'm not sure this line of questioning is going to be
The question is, are you aware? Are you, sir, as the acting secretary of DHS, aware of research that shows that family separation causes trauma?
Yeah, I've talked to Dr. Colleen Kraft of the American Association of Pediatricians. I am aware of the research, and we solicit support and input from pediatricians in managing our responsibilities at the border.
Great. Are you aware that the trauma of family separation is connected to something called toxic stress?
Yes, again, you're asking about something we're not doing.
Great, but you're aware?
Yeah, I'm aware of the research, as I noted.
And then are you aware that toxic stress can actually change a child's brain because it's still developing, yes or no?
I've read the study.
Okay, great. Are you aware that the effects of these traumas are cumulative, that they get worse the longer the trauma goes on?
I think I've answered this line of questioning.
Yes.
I've already said I'm familiar.
Okay, are you aware that the traumatic effects don't go away even if a child is reunited with their family?
Again, you're asking about something we're not doing, so yes, I'm aware, and it's not being done.
Are you aware that family separation can lead to behavioral changes and learning delays for children?
I think I've answered this line of questioning. I've already answered. You're talking about the same research.
Mr. Secretary, just answer the question, yes or no. I'm probably the most reasonable chairman. Just answer the question. She just say yes or no.
I've already answered yes, Mr. Chairman. It's the same study that she's citing in different parts of it. So if I've acknowledged that I'm familiar with it, that's probably sufficient.
It's not.
Okay.
Yes, you're aware.
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware that family separation can lead to behavioral changes and learning delays for children?
Yes, I've read the study.
Are you aware that it increases a child's risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer?
Yes, I've read the study.
Okay. Are you aware that it increases a child's risk of anxiety, depression, and substance abuse?
Yes, I've read the study.
Great. In fact, the American Psychological Association reports that, quote, family separation is on par with beating and torture in terms of its relationship to mental health. Are you aware of that?
I'm familiar with this information. Thank you.
Okay. The truth is, sir, that family separation does irreparable damage to children while doing nothing for our national security. It's immoral, it's un-American, and it's just plain wrong. And I am glad to hear you say that it's not happening, sir. But I went to the border last month, and I was truly shocked by the conditions that I saw there. Medical care was inconsistent at best, and the accommodations were inadequate. Just last week, we saw new photos of detained children sleeping outside on the dirt at a Border Patrol station in McAllen, Texas. And on Monday, we learned that a 5th migrant child died in custody since family separation began. These stories are appalling, and yet they keep happening. Now, Congress just provided $500 million in February to address the humanitarian crisis at the border, and will soon provide more. Why do these tragedies keep happening?
So they're happening because the crisis is exceeding the resources provided. That's why we've asked for more, and we've asked for more authority to deal with it to prevent this crisis from happening in the first place and from the children being put at risk. We've deployed the funding from FY19 that Congress has authorized. We've increased our temporary facilities by 500 beds in Donna, by 500 in El Paso. We've got 3 additional soft-sided facilities coming online in June. We've deployed medical practitioners. We now have over 100 certified medical practitioners in our 2 busiest sectors.
Right, but
and we've
people
asked
keep
for more
dying,
money
sir.
to extend that.
People keep dying, and so this is obviously more than a question of resources. Congress has been more than willing to provide the resources and work with you to address the security and humanitarian concerns, but at this point, with 5 kids that have died, 5,000 separated from their families, I feel like, and the evidence is really clear, that this is intentional. It's intentional. It's a policy choice being made on purpose by this administration, and it's cruel and inhumane.